Okay, y'all, I'm back with another cooking recipe. I'm doing salmon croquettes, hash browns, and I made some dough, and I'm gonna make like a little cup setting. Instead of using bread, I'm gonna use like a little cupcake setting to put the croquettes in, and I'm gonna probably fry, like, give an example of frying it in maybe like 2 or 3 patties, and then present the food to you. Okay, so what I'm using is Pam to spray my pan. I use cornstarch. I'm using lemon. I'm using Tony Satcherin's K-Roll. I'm using breadcrumbs. I'm using my fish fry for the batter. I'm using eggs. I'm using bell pepper and onion. I'm using butter. I'm using a shifter. And there's my croquettes. And you can get pink salmon, or you can just get the croquettes in the can. I prefer the pink salmons, but I couldn't find none, so I'm just use the jack macaroons. And this is my dough because I had to let it sit for an hour. It's already prepared, and all I used was flour, oil, and water, hot water, to make that dough. So what I have in this pan right here is to flatten the dough out, and it's just cornstarch and flour mixed together. And then I'm gonna melt my butter. I got the butter right here. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing this. I'm gonna take my bones out of my croquettes, and yeah, get this meal going. I hope y'all are staying safe, keeping your distance, and wearing your mask. May God bless you all, and I appreciate y'all watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments below, because I'm always looking for new recipes and new tips. Y'all can give me some ideas. Leave your comments below. If you see something that I may be doing wrong, I don't mind being corrected. But I'm taking my bones out of the jack macarons. You try not to leave none in there. And I'm going to rinse them off, because the bones sit right on the top. And you can see them, but they real fine. They're real fine. So yeah. I mean, they so tiny. I mean, they not going to hurt you. But it's safety first. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do, once I get the bones and stuff out, I'm gonna put them in my hand and just kind of rinse them, because like I say, the bones are real fine, and you can miss them. And yeah. And then I'm gonna mix my macarons up. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the microwave along with my detox that I do in the morning. And yeah, just go ahead and I'm going to put butter in my macarons And I'm gonna put butter on my hash brown. So that's my hash browns. I put onion, my seasoning, and pepper, and yeah, that's my hash browns. And the little cups I'm gonna make, I'm gonna put them in this pan right here. And yeah, take my whisk, put my eggs in my jack macaroons. Put my onion and bell pepper in there. And I'm gonna mix that together. And I'm gonna mix it with the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put the breadcrumbs in there. And then I'm gonna put my fish fry on it. I don't really need, well, I am gonna use flour on my hands to pat it. And so it can settle together. Put me a little seasoning, a little K-roll. Just a little. I try to eat healthy as I can, so I don't use a lot of salt, sodium contents of stuff, because I don't think this has, but it's got 0% fat, saturated fat is 0, cholesterol is 0. I'm gonna let y'all see it. So that's the contents of this. So this is why I use it, because I try to eat healthy, and it's very little. Let me see. Excuse me. I mean, it's 0 of everything. I don't see no sodium contents, and I must be telling the truth. But if y'all can see that on the back, it don't have no, I can't see it, but I ain't got glasses on either. But y'all just look at the contents of that, and it has no saturated fat. And I don't even see the sodium unless I'm missing it because I don't have my glasses on. But like I said, I use this because, you know, we as people tend to get high blood pressure, and I don't want to deal with that. And yeah, this is why I use Tony Saturated. So I got my breadcrumbs. This is the kind that I use right here. And you know, sometimes if I don't have breadcrumbs and I ain't been to the store, don't want to go to the store, I'll just take some bread and let it harden, and just crunch it up. So I'm gonna pour the breadcrumbs in there, and yeah, pour my breadcrumbs, and I always want to stir it up before I mix it together, the breadcrumbs in the mixture, before I put the batter to cook it. And I'm gonna cut my stove on and start this food to cook it. Okay. And I've already put my extra virgin olive oil that I use in my pans, and I've already poured it in there. And yeah. And like I say, this is my dough. I had to let it sit, you know, a certain length of time before I could roll it out and use it. And that's what I got my flour and my cornstarch right there for, so I can take the roller pan and roll it out and make my cups, you know, like a cupcake croquette. A cupcake croquette. That's what I'm making. And this is, I'm going to throw this away because it's empty. I'm not gonna make nothing that I'm not gonna eat. And yeah, I don't believe in wasting food. I'm cutting up my lemon right now, and lemon just make any kind of fish just taste. I mean, it just gives a little special taste. I can't say it's succulent or whatever you may call it, but yeah, it just make it. I don't know what it is about lemon and fish, but it goes together. Any kind, shrimp, seafood, period. And yeah, and I might need. I feel like I'm gonna need some more onion in my and I'm mixing these breadcrumbs together with all the other mixtures that I put in this croquette, which is bell pepper, and I'm gonna put a little of that in my hash browns. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get a red pepper to put in my hash browns. And yeah, I'm gonna put the rest of this mix into my croquettes and continue to mix it together. I'm gonna add my batter to give it that cooking texture. But yeah, and then I'm just gonna mix that together. Let my skillet get hot. And my mom gave me this recipe as I was a child. I used to watch my grandmother and my mother cook, because when you're a kid, you try to find your way, and you don't really know what you want to do the rest of your life. But I've always had a passion for cooking, and I always was good at it. So yeah, that's how I make my living, cooking. So, but yeah, as y'all begin to know me on this YouTube platform, you'll understand that I love to cook. And I take pleasure in my cooking. I cook food like I serve God. And I do everything that I do to the honor and the glory of God. And I cook with my heart. I just use my hands. And yeah, that's what makes my cooking so special to me, because I cook with my heart. I use my hands. But like I say, y'all, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and keep watching, because you might just learn something, because I'm here to teach you as well as learn. So as I give, I can receive. And like I say, always I appreciate everybody that tunes in. And I hope y'all having a blessed morning, afternoon, and yeah, that everything is going right. And I'm gonna show you to get that patty look, and make it, look like it's supposed to look. Like I say, I'm gonna cook some patties. But I'm gonna make some cupcake, crab cupcakes. Let me get it out. It's a new recipe. I'm trying to put stuff on the menu. Yep. I'm coming up with my own recipes. And yeah, one day I may write a recipe book. I don't know. I might. I ain't gonna exit it out. So I'm gonna cook like 3 patties, and the rest of it is gonna be for my crab cupcakes. And it's made out of dough. I'm gonna make these kind of small. No, I'm not. Because I can make hamburger sandwiches, croquette sandwiches, croquette burgers. So, yeah. I probably make 3 of each. That's what I do. And I'm going to put my dough that I'm not using. I can use it for a pizza. It's my first time making this Philly dough. And like I say, all you have to use is flour, extra virgin oil, a little salt, and hot water. It's all types of doughs to make, whichever one that you want, because I may have to end up doing another type of dough. But to me, dough is dough. So I may make a small pizza with the rest of that dough, because like I said, I'm only gonna I'll probably do 4 of the Philly of the crab cakes in the dough in the baking pan, and let y'all see how that looks. And I'm always trying something new, so every time you tune in, you're probably gonna get something different. And then if you want to see the same thing because you didn't get it the first time, this is a new beginning for me. And once I learn how to put everything in the YouTube page, like I say, it's gonna get greater later. Grow with me. But yeah, let me get my. I don't know if my. Okay, so the pan is hot, and I'm gonna let that simmer down and rinse this out. Put my lemon in it. I'm learning how to cook like I learned how to pray. And this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Come before his presence with singing, knowing that he is God and we didn't make ourselves, but he made us. We are his people. We're the sheep of his pastures. We enter into his gates with thanksgiving. We enter his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name, for the Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting. His truth endures through all generations. And I want to thank the Lord for the food and the provisions that he prepared for me today. In Jesus' name, I pray. And may God bless you all over the United States of America. And yeah, let me move this out the way, because I don't need that right now, because I got another cutting pan, another cutting board right here that's a lot flatter. And let me see if y'all can see this. But yeah, I'll show it to you as much as I can. And yeah. So I'm going to put, these are how the crab cakes is looking. So I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to cook 3. Because I'm going to make them in the pan with the dough to give it, look crafty thing. Cut it down a little bit. It's cooking just a little bit too fast. And I'm gonna use the shifter to put my oven on. Put the oven on about 350. Get all this stuff out the way. And I put a little batter in my hash brown to give it that crunch. And yeah. And I'm gonna melt some butter. And put all that together. And I'm gonna need a flat surface, so I'm not gonna be able to use this board I got right here. I'm gonna have to put the other one back over here because I'm gonna have to shift this flour down on the board. Yep. Remember, y'all, get y'all water in. Put them lemon right there. Put a little butter in that. And I'm gonna put a little butter in my little pans. And I'm gonna spray the pan. Mix that seasoning up in the hash browns. And I'm gonna put this cutting board right here, back up here. And your little spatula. Turn my croquettes. Trying to not get burnt because I got water on my hand. But yeah. And I'm gonna bring the camera to y'all and try to be careful as I present this. That's what the croquettes are looking like. And the hash browns are right there. I hope y'all can see that. So Yep. So I'm gonna dry this off, and I'm gonna get my dough, and I got my shifter right here, and I'm gonna pour me some flour and the cornstarch and shift that out of there so I can roll my dough out. And I'm just gonna take, you know, enough out to make enough dough to do what I'm gonna do with it. And with this dough, you can use, you can do it any kind of way that you want to, but I'm doing it like this. I got about that much right now. I'm gonna break it in half, and I'm gonna make, I'll go ahead and make 6 balls, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it once I get everything prepared. I'm gonna take it and make like a little design. I'm gonna do them separate, and I'm gonna roll this out. And like I say, I'm gonna roll it out, and then show y'all what it looks like once I roll it out. And then I'm gonna cuff it in my pan to make my, I think it'd be better if I call it a crab pie. I want to say crawfish. A croquette pie. I'm giving you 2 different recipes at one time. I'm gonna call it a croquette, salmon croquette pie. That's a better name for it. That's what my spirits say call it. A salmon croquette pie. I'm trying to give it a name because I just came up with it. It may be somebody out there that does this that I don't know about, but this is something that I just discovered on my own as I'm preparing it. Because I thought maybe it would taste good. I just want to taste it with a crust. But yeah. And I don't know how it's going to turn out myself because this is my first time doing it. And like I said, I'm presenting stuff that I haven't even eaten or done before myself. I experiment. So that's what it looks like now. And I'm going to fold it down in my pan, you know, like a chicken pot pie. And then I'm going to put my crab meat on the inside, and then roll the dough in a little special little cuffing. And I'm going, okay, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like, the croquette pie. And I'm just squeezing it to make it like a little design at the top, a croquette pie. And I'm going to put it back in my pan. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get, you know, I need 5 more. And that's what I'm going to do with this dough. And as my, let me check on my other stuff. Yeah, it's coming along. I'm gonna roll out me some more dough. Try to make the dough as even as you can. That's my other one. Put it in the pan. And yeah. Add my croquette. Form my little pie. And yeah. Squeeze out some more. Because I had to let this dough sit for an hour. And I ain't got no hour. So I'm trying to, keep these videos to a minimum. And sometimes you just don't have no control of the time. But, try to be consistent. And all the cornstarch do for this Philly dough. I mean, you can buy dough in the store, but I prefer to make mine from scratch. And I'm not confessing to be a pastry person, but I can bake. I can do anything that I put my mind to. So, yeah. This is a learning process. And I'm going to get. So I'm going to put this in the pan. Put my crab. And it may be somebody just tuning in. And I'm making a croquette pie. And that's what it looks like. Put that back in the pan. And I'm going to make one more. I'm going to make 4. And because I don't like wasting. So that's what that is. Because there's people out there that's really hungry. And sometimes I like leftovers, and then it's certain things that I will eat leftover, and then there's certain things that I won't eat leftover. But I have a lot of recipes to come and to show you, like my famous nachos, my fajita nachos. I got so many. Because like I say, I sit around and I love cooking, so I'm going to create a dish. Because there's so much different types of food and meats and stuff like that you can use, to make. Let me fill this back up. Because like I said, I may make a pizza with this. I don't know how it's going to taste, but I'm not going to lie. Because this is all new to me as far as this pastry stuff. I have a sister, my oldest sister. Now she can bake. I'm not a sweet eater, so I wasn't into baking like I was cooking. Because, I was always told the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But see, you got men out here now that know how to cook just as well as a woman. Because they got cooking shows. But that's what that is. So, they're in the pan. I'm going to put them in the oven. And yeah. See how they come out. As I teach y'all, I'm learning too. Because like, I like to come up with certain things. And I've been eating certain things so long, and then when I see people come up with the recipe, I'll be like, I already been doing that since I was like 20 years old. So it is what it is. So, because I had a lot of cooks in my family. My granddad was a chef in the Marines, and had a aunt. Like I said, I got a lot of good cooks in my family. And I'm just washing my rolling pan off. because I am through with it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give me a, I don't know, something about them granite rolling pans. I don't know if it's because they heavy or whatever, but I'm gonna have to get one of them. I'm gonna have to have two. And I think my croquettes is ready now. I'll put them to the side. So they won't cook too hard. But I like to make sure that they done. So yeah. They kind of look like crab cakes, but that ain't what they are. And I probably could have cooked that pie on the stove, but I'm gonna put it in the oven. And yeah. And I may try it fried one day and see how it turn out. And like I say, I'm gonna put this dough in here. And I don't know how that dough would taste with pizza, because you know you have pizza, you have all types of doughs, and yeah. So but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And my hash browns is coming along. Wash this area off. See if I can get this camera a little bit lower. I think that's about as low as it's gonna get. I can take it a little bit lower, like that, so y'all can see the cabinet. All this stuff out the way. And here the dishwasher. So I can present this food. Drain some of this off of here. And it don't take a whole lot of oil to cook nothing. And I try to use as less oil as I can, because like I say, I really do eat healthy. I really do. I try to anyway. I don't always succeed. I do have little habits that I need to break. But for the most part, I cook pretty healthy. And that's what the croquettes, the salmon croquettes are looking like right now. If you can see that, got my lemons right there. The hash browns are almost ready. Yep, the hash browns are almost ready. So yeah. I've never did these pies like that. So the pies, the croquette pies is something that I wanted to try. So to present them to y'all, what I'm gonna do is kind of squeeze them together and roll them out and put them in the skillet and fry them. I'm see how they looking right now. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think that'll be I think it's gonna look. I mean, it's bacon, you know, but I'm curious. I'm curious, y'all, and I'm gonna take them out of the pan and put them in the fry pan because, like I say, I want to present this food to y'all. And I'm gonna give me another bowl, and I'm supposed to take these out of the pan and put them in the skillet. And just kind of use my expertise. That's what they're looking like now, y'all. And see how it works in the skillet. So put them in the skillet. Yeah. Because quick food got to be cooked fast and sufficient. Meaning be done. It's just like my bishop say, when you pay your tithes, he say, this is his saying, make sure that your money is in the bank. When you write your check for your tithes, make sure your money is in the bank. I need to know when I put this in this pan that it's going to cook and be done. I think he add holy or something to that. You know, I'm not trying to mark him or nothing like that. I love my bishop, and I think he's very sufficient in what he do. Yeah. And then our birthday is the same day, but different months. And that means something to me. Now I'm going to cut this oven off. And put all my stuff back in place. And yeah, I'll be able to sit down and enjoy this food. like the way these hash browns is coming out. And I'm gonna put me a little hash browns in the bowl. I think they need to cook just a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm gonna drain some of this juice off of it. And that may help it along because the butter and the grease mix together. It makes it a little juicy. But yeah. And I don't want to separate it. We'll kind of flatten these croquette pies. Turn them over. And I'm gonna put me some little. I'm gonna take the knife, a little pillow knife, and put some slits in them while they cook. This is a pillow. That's a pillow knife. Meaning that you cut potatoes, vegetables, and stuff like that. Because I want to make sure that my meat is being cooked. So I want the croquette pies to be done. I don't want to bite into it and they not done. So I got 3 different plates here, and that's the croquette. They're falling off the pan, off the plate. But yeah, that's the croquettes. And I will show that again in a different angle. And I got the lemon. And I think I'm gonna, while they still kind of warm, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lemon on them so they can, you know, saturate in there. And I'm gonna get my fish oil peeled and take it. Because I try to take it in the morning at the same time. Because I just completely stopped taking blood pressure medicine because I just felt like it wasn't for me. And I had went to Miami, and I was on South Beach, and a Korean doctor told me that I didn't need blood pressure medicine. I just needed to learn how to be calm. And I went on a fast for 21 days. And if I tell y'all, I felt better after that fast because what I did, and to me, this is just me. I'm not a health coach or nothing like that, but I am a physical person. And I pay attention to my body. And after I did that fast, what I did, I took meat out of my diet for 21 days. So to me, the key to losing weight and maintaining your weight is eating less meat. I'm just not telling you to take meat out of your diet, but the main meats to me was chicken. I don't know what it is about the chicken, but the chicken tends, I mean, if you don't cook it properly. And we as people, we like to cook, you know, with a whole lot of grease. And y'all, I've learned you don't need all that grease. And I don't eat much chicken. I don't. I don't. I don't eat much chicken. I really don't. And if I'm going to eat chicken or any kind of meat, it got to be lean meat. And I eat more seafood than I do cow, lamb, goat, chicken, hog, or whatever. Because I had a bad habit of eating bacon, and I still love bacon, but I try to eat it's less pork bacon and eat more turkey bacon. But yeah, I'm just giving y'all some tips out there for y'all that's maybe a few pounds overweight and you love meat. You got to cut that meat away. And you don't have to be no vegetarian because vegetables are better for you, but you got to know how to prepare vegetables too to get the nutrients in those vegetables. But yeah, let me take my, and fish oil is a good thing to taste because it's good for your heart, it's good for your skin and your hair. So, yeah. But, I got to, be safe. And you are what you eat. So, if I know a certain type of meat or vegetable gonna do a certain thing to me, like tomatoes and stuff like that, I just don't eat it. So yeah. And my hash browns are ready. And mostly everything that I cook it from scratch. That's my hash browns. Yeah. And I'm gonna put the crab pies over here once they done. In the world? It's kind of hard to judge the crab pies because, like I said, I ain't never done this before. It's a new experience. That's a recipe that I just thought of in my mind, and my spirit told me to do it in the skillet. So that's what I did. And they seem to be coming out all right. But I just need to know that they done. That the meat is done. I'm going to take one out and break it to see if the meat is cooking in between. I think they need to be smashed together a little bit more. And I'm just going to kind of like break them up in the pan. And let them sit in the oven a couple of minutes. That's what they looking like. The croquette pies. And I'm going to put them in the oven for a few minutes. I'm going to let them sit in there for a few minutes. And what I'm going to do, I like the apricot jelly. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it cook for a little while. And I'm going to take some of the apricot jelly and spread it across the top. And yeah, present this food to y'all. I always lose stuff. I'm looking for my top. Smuckers. That's what I'm going to spread on top. I'm going to put this over here. I got a lot of stuff over here. But yep. Take this over here. Put together how I'm going to present this. Yep. Put some water on this. Still kind of feel kind of rough. Then that them pies cook a little bit more. And I'm gonna take my parsley and put it over my food. And present this food to y'all. I'm going to take them out. And spread my apricot on them. On both sides. And I'm going to take this as a portion of bread with croquettes in the middle that I'll be getting my bread in. So I've added my apricot to that, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. And them croquettes pies should be ready. So yeah, and then I'm gonna present this food and let y'all enjoy the rest of your day. As always, cooking with Gail. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments below, and thank y'all for watching. It's always appreciated. And remember, keep God first, because Jesus carried the greatest name that I know. And when I began to, I've been wanting to do YouTube for probably over 4 years now. And I just kept putting it off, kept putting it off. And then, you know, one day me and my niece had a conversation. And she said, Angel, just do it. And you want to reap the benefit of anything that you don't, that you do. But my prayer for my channel and each channel that I present, that I'll be able to reach and help somebody in all ways in life. And yeah, I do this to give back, because God has done so much for me. In Jesus' name, He's done so much for me, because God don't give us, He give us more than our sins deserve. So I'm grateful for everything that God allowed me and blessed me to do on every level. So with that said, you know, it's not about fame or fortune. It's just something to give back. And you know, only what you do for Christ will last. And God know me better than I know myself. And He knows that anything that I do it with the intent of God being pleased. And like I say, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Leave your comments below. And y'all be safe. We still in COVID-19. Keep your distances and wear your mask. Give that a few more seconds. And I'm going to present this food. I thought that alarm was going to go off, so I cut the fan on, but it didn't. So ain't nothing worse than your alarm going off to make you look like you don't know what you're doing. But give it about 2 more minutes, and I'm going to present this food. I'm over here in the corner trying to plate it. So yeah.